I just spit. Luckily, no one's drinking this cocktail other than me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me. It's the Easter long weekend, and I always consider this weekend to actually be the start of spring. Even though spring maybe officially started in March, in April is where we're starting to get the better weather, fingers crossed anyway. Most of the snow is behind us, the sun comes out more and more, the temperatures go above freezing, and to celebrate, we're all looking to cocktails that are brighter, fresher, crisper, fruitier, juicier, all the yummy things to celebrate the warm weather. So today, I've got that exact cocktail for all of your springtime celebrations. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the best name you've ever heard of, but there's a really good reason as to why that is. So stick around as I show you how and give you a little bit of a history lesson while we're at it. Hi friends, I'm Erin from the Wine Sisters. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is the place where every week we show you how to eat, drink, and entertain like a pro. Well, as I said, this is the Easter weekend. I'm quickly putting this video together before I go to my gigantic family dinner, and I'm bringing some cocktails as well. So I wanted to show you how we are going to be celebrating Wine Sister style. This is called the Corpse Reviver, and it's really one of my very favorite cocktails for warm weather drinking. And even though the name is a little bit like, ooh, it's actually got a really great reason for that. Now, to be more specific, this is the Corpse Reviver number 2. The first Corpse Reviver has a mixture of cognac and other things in it, but this is my favorite. This is a pre-prohibition cocktail, as many of the cocktails are that we make, and it's a beautiful combination of gin, orange flavored liqueur, a little bit of Lillet, which is a fortified wine out of France, and fresh lime juice. A lot of people use lemon, but I prefer the flavor of lime. And the coup de grace is a little bit of an absinthe rinse in the glass to give just a hint of that herbal note. It's really quite good. I'm gonna show you how to do it, and it's dead easy. You don't even need a recipe. It's all equal parts. Now, the Corpse Reviver was named as such. I think it came around in the 1870s or so. Obviously, the spirits of that time put a little bit more hair on your chest than they might now. And so the bartenders, the trusty barkeeps who made up this, and the other Corpse Revivers as well, named them such because if you were to wake up the next morning after a lovely evening out on the town, you might be feeling a little worse for wear. So their sage medical advice, this is not medical advice, their sage medical advice was to have one of these bad boys and all would be right with the world again. However, it also came with a caveat that if you had too many of these, you would decidedly undo the reviving and go back to being a corpse. So take that with a hint of caution. It is a bit potent, but I promise you won't feel a thing. So before we get to shaking and stirring and having our Corpse Reviver, we're going to first line the glass. Now, if you have an atomizer at home or any kind of fancy tools, knock yourself out. I do not. So I am just going to use a scant 1/4 ounce of absinthe, and we're just going to really pour it around the glass, just like this. Very easy. We just want to line it so that we've got that soupçon of absinthe. Now, it only requires that little hint of it, and thank God it does, because absinthe is hella expensive. So I'm just going to save that for my next Corpse Reviver and pour it right back in there, because who's going to tell on me? Keep that between us. Okay, so now that I've got this beautifully lined, rimmed, laced glass of absinthe, get that out of my way, into my shaker filled with ice. Lots of fresh ice, guys. You don't want to get, old ice. Why would you use old ice? I'm not even sure why I said that. Forget it. You know what you're doing. Okay, so we're going to do equal parts. I've got a London dry gin, 1 ounce. I have got 1 ounce of orange flavored liqueur. Pick your favorite, right into that. I've also got 1 ounce of the Lillet that I was talking about. Make sure you get Lillet Blanc. They do have in many markets, unfortunately not in Ontario, but they do have Lillet Rosé as well as the Lillet Red. We're using Lillet Blanc, so make sure you get the white one. Okay, into that. And we are also using fresh lime juice, 1 ounce. See, how easy can it get? We are going to shake away. You want to shake with a certain amount of grace and passion, because why wouldn't you? I'm nothing if not graceful and passionate. But as we always say on our cocktail videos, you want to shake until it gets that nice frosty bit on the outside of your shaker. I like to use a glass top because I find it doesn't stick as much as when you use the tin tops. I find that they fuse together. With your strainer, right into your coupe, so no ice. Look at that. Oh, and you should smell it. It's herbal, and that orange is coming through. So we've got this beautiful fragrant concoction of, you know, citrus and herbs and licorice. Not only will this revive a corpse, this will make it a happy corpse as well. Et voila, a corpse reviver. This is one of the cocktails that is in the heavy rotation of my spring and summer drinking. And in fact, I even sneak in a couple into the winter as well because it is just that good. And it's so good that you should share this video with your friends and loved ones because everyone needs to be drinking one. It will change your life. For better or for worse, hopefully for the better. But tell me in the comments below, what do you like to drink in the summertime? What do you like to drink when it's warm outside? I'd love to know. It's a party after all. We love to get involved in the conversation. But speaking of which, if you like this video, please give us a little like and consider subscribing and maybe even hitting that bell so you can be alerted to every time we drop a new video on how to eat, drink, and entertain like a pro every single week. So until next week, friends, have a great weekend. Stay well, drink better.